Who's next, please?
Could I have some prawns, please?
Fresh, frozen or cooked?
Frozen, please.
How much do you need?
About 500 grams, please.
That'd be $10, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I help you?
Some of these leeks.
How many, love?
3.
Something else?
Some ginger?
Right there, love.
Oh, right. Just this piece, please.
Okay.
Do you have any bean sprouts?
Yes, we do. How much would you like?
About 100 grams?
Will that be all?
Yes, thanks.
That'll be $4, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah?
Steve.
Fancy riding into you here. Where off to in such a hurry?
Oh, nowhere. I thought I saw someone I know.
Oh, where?
Oh, it's okay. He's gone now. Must have made a mistake.
You got time for a coffee?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah? How about here?
Fine.
So what are you doing at the market?
I'm cooking at your house on Friday, remember?
Of course, Friday. That'll be great.
What about you? Do you come here often? What's funny?
When someone says, do you come here often, it's what we call a pick-up line. You know, when someone's
I know what a pickup line is.
Sorry. I come here every week to buy fruit. I like fresh fruit for work. What are we having for dinner?
You'll find out on Friday.
What would you like? Cappuccino? Yep. And a tea, please. Tea? No worries. Do you want me to take your shopping home? I can put it in the fridge for you.
No, that's okay. I have a fridge in my room at the hotel.
The person you saw, who did you think it was?
It's a long story. Maybe I'll tell you later.
On Friday?
Maybe. I thought I saw David at the market, but I didn't get a very good look and I lost him in the crowd.
Oh, when was this?
Just yesterday.
How long since you've seen him?
Nearly 2 years.
Are you sure you'd recognise him now?
Of course. He's my brother.
It's just, I'm thinking he might have changed his appearance if he didn't want to be found.
Mr. Barber, I would recognise my brother, believe me.
Of course, I'm sorry. Maybe you did see him at the market. It's just, you've been thinking about him a lot. The mind plays tricks, you know.
Suppose so. Maybe it wasn't him. I don't know.
Is there anything that would positively identify him? A jewellery, a scar, anything?
His watch. My father gave it to him. He always wears it.
Can you describe it?
It's an old-fashioned watch, an Omega. It was our grandfather's.
What's the band made of?
Silver. And the watch has an inscription. It says, "To my son, Norman."
Norman?
That's our father's name. Grandfather gave it to him.
Norman.
In Chinese.
In Chinese.
He might have a neckband. I gave it to him as a going-away present.
What's it like?
It's made of tortoiseshell. It's a disc with a design like this.
Oh, yin yang.
That's right, you know it. The band is made of leather. He said he'd always wear it.
Yes, well, it's just not much, but it's something, I suppose. I'll call you next week with some news.
I hope so. Excuse me, I have an appointment to see Dr. Chang at 2:30.
And your name?
Lee, Anne Lee.
Ms. Lee. Yes. Please take a seat. Doctor will see you soon.
Thank you.
Miss Lee? Doctor will see you now.
Thank you.
So, Miss Lee, how can I help you?
I've been getting some very bad headaches lately and I feel tense.
When do you get them?
Usually at night, but sometimes in the morning too.
And have you been taking anything for them?
No.
You look tense. Are you working too hard?
Not really. I'm over here from Singapore buying wines.
But something's worrying you. Am I right?
Yes. I'm worried about my brother. He's been missing for 2 years.
No wonder you've been getting headaches. But just let me give you a checkup to make sure it's nothing else. Your blood pressure is a little high, but your heart is fine. I'm sure it's the worry about your brother that's causing the headaches.
What can I do?
Try to relax and get some rest. Do you prefer Western or Chinese medicine?
I prefer Chinese medicine.
Here are some tablets. Take 2 3 times a day and try not to worry about your brother. I'm sure you'll find him soon.
Thank you. I hope so.
You feeling better now?
Yes. The doctor said I should relax.
Oh, why don't you sit down? Let me cook.
No, I enjoy cooking. It is relaxing for me.
Okay then. Well, let me help. Oh, what do you need?
I need a sharp knife.
The knives are in this drawer.
And a wok. Do you have one?
Yes, of course. It's in this cupboard.
And do you have a, I don't know what it's called, a kind of a saucepan with holes in it?
Colander? It's in here too. It's behind the saucepans.
And I'll need a bowl.
Large or small?
Big enough to hold these prawns.
Oh, yum. Prawns. I love prawns. How about this one?
No, that's too big. I don't need one as big as that.
This one?
That's perfect. Okay, I'm ready.
What are we having?
Singapore noodles with prawns. It's a very famous dish. You can buy it at street stalls everywhere. I hope you like it.
I'm sure we will. So, what do we do first?
First we have to peel the prawns.
Oh, okay, I'll do that. Now what?
Now we'll fry the prawns. The oil must be very hot. It doesn't take very long. While I'm doing that, you can chop the leeks. Chop them very fine.
Like this?
Yes, sort of.
Now what?
Next we add the spices and some ginger and the leeks.
Okay, and now?
Now the leeks are soft, we put in some bean sprouts and then the prawns and the noodles.
All in together. Is that all?
Almost. Lastly, we add some of this special sauce. Didn't think I'd be able to find this here. Your market's very good. That's it. We're almost ready. I hope your family's hungry.
That was delicious, Anne.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yes, it was very tasty.
If you went to Singapore, you could have it every day.
There you are, Mark. The advantages of travel.
I thought it was absolutely superb.
Thank you, Steve. What did you think, Louise?
Too hot.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's how we eat in Singapore.
Do you want to play darts?
What's that?
Come on, I'll show you.
Can I play too?
No, Louise. Let Anne relax. She cooked dinner, so we'll clean up.
to hold it like this. Gently. Like this. Look where you want the dart to go and throw it, but not too hard. That's pretty good for a beginner. And you seem sad again. What's the matter?
There's something I haven't told you.
This is your brother.
Yes?
I know this man.
You know him?
I'm sure it's him. This is a man who works at the store where I buy fruit.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it was him. We must go there now.
Hold on. It's 10 o'clock at night. The market's closed. Let me have another look. How long since you've seen him?
2 years?
It's him. I'm sure it's him.
What's going on?
Steve says he knows my brother.
What?
Oh, I think so.
He says David's working at the market.
That's right.
My brother sells fruit for a living.
Steve, are you sure?
Yes. Anne thinks she saw him.
Well, the markets are open tomorrow. Let's find out.
I can't believe it. David working at the market. He's not here.
Give me the photo, I'll ask. Excuse me?
Yes, mate.
We're looking for this man. He works here, doesn't he?
Who wants to know?
This is his sister. She's been looking for him.
Don't know anything about her sister. He never mentioned her sister.
But it is him, isn't it? Please say it's him.
Yeah, well, this does look like our Davo. I reckon it's him, love.
Thank you.
Do it?
David.
So where is he?
Look, I don't know, mate. He rang yesterday and he said he wanted a couple of days off. I said okay. He's usually pretty good.
Do you know where he lives?
Hang on, love. I'll just get me book.
We'll go there straight away.
Straight ahead?
Yes. No, left at the next lights.
How far is it?
Not far. Keep going along this road until you get to a roundabout.
What's that?
It's the cops.
Can I see your licence, please?
Here you are. I'm sorry, officer. What's the problem?
I'm afraid you were travelling at 70 kilometres per hour in a 60 kilometre zone. I also see you have a passenger in the back seat who is not wearing a seatbelt. Do you know that you must wear a seatbelt when you're travelling in a vehicle, ma'am?
I'm sorry. I forgot. You see, officer, my friend here has been looking for her brother who she hasn't seen for 2 years. And we've just discovered the address.
We were driving there when you pulled us over.
Yes, well, you hear a lot of stories in this job. I haven't heard that one before.
But it's true.
I'm really sorry. It's all my fault. I was only thinking about my brother and now you're in trouble.
It's okay, Anne. It's my fault we're going too fast.
Look, just stick to the speed limit, okay?
Thank you, officer. Thank you so much.
But that's no excuse for not wearing a seatbelt. All right, now be off with you. Hope they find your brother, man.
Thanks, officer.
The first one, student. Student is the person who study in their school, in the colleges, or in university classes. So we have student. Remember, don't say student or student, okay? That is student, student, student. Number 2, nurse. Nurse is the person who takes care of the ill or injured people in the hospital. So we say nurse, nurse. Number 3, doctor. Doctor is the person who checks people's health and treats the illness or disease. Doctor, doctor. Number 4, dentist. Dentist is the person who takes care or treats everything about people's teeth. Okay, so we say dentist. Remember dentist. Number 5, veterinarian. Veterinarian. Veterinarian, or in short form we can say vet. Vet is the doctor of animals. That means the person who takes care and treat animals illness or disease. Okay, so we say veterinarian or vet. Vet. Very quick, right? Number 6, engineer. Engineer is the person who design or design things like buildings or bridges or roads or engines, something like that. Engineer, engineer, engineer. Okay. Baker. Baker is the person who make and sell things like bread or cakes. So we say baker, baker. Number 8, butcher. Butcher. Don't say butcher. Okay, this is butcher. Butcher. Short O. Butcher. Butcher is the person who cut and sell meat. Butcher. Butcher. Number 9, chef or cook. Cook is the person who cooks food, and chef is the professional cooks. Usually the chef is the professional cooks in the restaurant or the hotels. So we say chef, chef. This one, cook, cook. Remember, don't say this chef. Okay, this is chef, chef. Number 10, construction worker. Construction worker is the people who build the houses or roads. Okay, construction. Remember, struck. Construction worker. Teacher. Teacher, that means the person who teaches you any subjects: English, math, physics, chemistry, literature. Okay, teacher. Usually works in the school. Instructor. Instructor also the same with teacher, instructor. That means instruct you, help you to do the things correctly. Coach. Usually coach. If in sports, your teacher in sports is your coach. In sports, we don't use teacher, we just use coach. Okay, so the same. Teacher, teacher. Instructor, remember instruct, instructor. Coach, coach. Remember CH. And number 12, hairdresser. Hairdresser or barber. Hairdresser is the person who cut or wash and then shape your hair. Okay, hairdresser. Remember dresser. Hairdresser. And barber is the person who cuts men's hair, just men's hair. Okay, and hairdresser, anybody. So hairdresser, this is barber. Okay, so again, student, nurse, doctor, dentist, veterinarian or vet, engineer, baker, butcher, chef, cook, construction worker, teacher, teacher, instructor, instructor, coach, coach, hairdresser, hairdresser, barber, barber, farmer. Farmer is the person who works in the farm. Their job is to growing plants, trees, vegetables, or keep the animals. So we call farmer, farmer. Electrician. Electrician means the person who repairs electrical equipments like the TV or the fridge, something like that. So electrician, electricians, or maybe repair their computers, the laptops, okay? So electricians. Mechanic, mechanic, remember this is not mechanic, okay? This is mechanic. Mechanic, that means the person, their job is, whose job is to repair the engines like vehicles, just like, you know, motorbikes, cars, something like that. So this is mechanic. Plumber. Remember, not be here. We write the word be here, but we don't spell. But we don't pronounce plumber. We say plumber. 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 That means the person. His job is to fit and then repair or fix water pipes or something in the toilets. So we say plumber. Plumber. Remember plumber, okay? Plumber. Locksmith. Locksmith is the person who make or fit or repair or fix the locks or something with any keys. Okay, so we say a locksmith. Locksmith. Miner. Miner is the person who works in the mine. The mine is the underground place where you can find gold, diamonds, or coal. Okay, so we can say miner, miner. Architect, architect. Architect is the person who designs the buildings or houses. So we say architect, architect. Scientist. Scientist is the person who study about natural designs, some things with biology, physics, or chemistry. Okay, so we say scientist. Scientist. Remember, scientist. Secretary. Secretary. Secretary is the person who works for the managers, CEOs, or president, and their job is to deal with the phone calls, letters, emails, arranging meetings and appointments. So we say secretary. Tree. Remember, this is tree. Secretary. Assistant. Assist. Remember, 2S here. Assistant. Assistant is the person who works for other people, you know, like that assistant help or support the other person in the job. Okay, so we say assistant. Assistant. Clerk. Clerk is the person who take notes, keep their records or accounts in the shop, store, or in the office. And sometimes it also means like the salesperson in the shop or in the store. Clerk, clerk. Remember clerk. So we say clerk, clerk. Librarian. Librarian is the person who works in the library. Okay, so librarian, librarian. Again, farmer, farmer. Electrician, electrician. Mechanic, mechanic. Plumber, plumber. Locksmith, locksmith. Miner, miner. Architect, architect. Scientist, scientist. Secretary, secretary. Assistant, assistant. Clerk, clerk. Or librarian, librarian. Pilot, pilot. Pilot is the person who operates and controls the airplane. pilot, pilot. Flight, remember flight attendant, or you can link them together, flight attendant. Flight attendant is the person whose jobs is to take care and serve the passengers on the plane. Flight attendant, flight attendant. Tour guide, tour guide. When you go on a tour, that means when you go traveling, you need a guide. That means a person who shows you around, right? So tour guide, tour guide. Receptionist, receptionist is the person who works in a hotel or an office building, and they will deal with the customers who arrive and then go, and then they can deal with the phone calls, something like that. So receptionist, receptionist. Driver, remember driver, driver. You can say taxi driver or truck or lorry driver. Driver is the person who drives, okay, the taxi or the truck or the lorry. So driver, driver. Social worker, this is show, okay. Social worker, social worker. Social worker is the person who works anything with the society that is called the social work, okay. So social worker. Producer, producer, that means the person who helps to produce something, like produce a song or a film, something like that. So we say producer, producer. Film star, film star. Okay, film star, like that means an actor or an actress. Actor is a male film star, and actress is a female film star. So we can say film star, actor, actress, actor and actress in the film, right? So film star, actor, actress. Film star, actor, actress. Server, server is the person who works in maybe a hotel or especially a restaurant, and they would serve you the food. They would deal with the ordering and then serve you the food, right? So server, server. Or for male, you can say waiter, waiter, and female, you can say waitress, waitress. And remember the T here, we stress at wait, and you can say waiter, you can say waiter. Remember, if the T is not stressed, it can be pronounced like the. Okay, so we say waiter, waiter, waiter and waiter, still okay? Server, server, waiter, waiter or waiter. Waitress, waitress is a female, right? Salesperson, sales, remember S. Salesperson, salesperson is the person who sells the products, okay, in a shop, something like that. So we say salesperson, salesperson. Don't say sell, this is L, salesperson. E, so we say L, salesperson. Or for a man, you can say salesman, salesman. For women, you can say saleswoman, saleswoman. Salesperson, salesman, saleswoman. Remember, salesperson, salesman, and saleswoman. Okay, woman. Police, you all know about the police, right? You can say police officer for both men and women. But if you want to say for a man, you can say policeman, policeman. For a woman, you can say, you can say policewoman, policewoman. So again, police officer, or you can link them together, police officer. Remember, CE at the end we pronounce as S, okay? Police officer, police officer. Policeman, policeman. Policewoman, policewoman. Business person, business person. Remember the S here. Business, business. Business, business person, business person. Or for the man, you can say businessman. Sorry, businessman. 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 And this one, you can say business woman. Business woman. Business woman. So again, business person, businessman, business woman. One more time again. Pilot, pilot, flight attendant, flight attendant, tour guide, tour guide, receptionist, receptionist, driver, driver, social worker, social worker, producer, producer, film star, film star, actor, actor, actress, server, server, waiter, waitress, waitress, salesperson, salesperson, salesman, saleswoman, police officer, police officer, policeman, policewoman, business person, businessman, businesswoman.